With the rise of feminism, gender equality, and equity, one will assume that women are having a field day in the relationships they choose to enter and remain in. One will assume that after a breakup, these days women will have lesser regrets over their actions or inactions during the course of the failed relationship. But why is my social media telling me otherwise? I've come to realize that there are a lot of women in this day and age that are still yet to sit down and have an honest conversation with themselves where they clearly outline to themselves sincerely how they want to be loved. The right way to love a person is to love them the way they want to be loved. But when that person doesn't know how they want to be loved, then any and everything goes. You can dish out whatever you like and they are going to eat it up. It is one thing for a guy to dish out nonsense in a relationship, and it's another thing for the lady to accept it, and vice versa. But it appears that a lot of people are yet to really sit down and define and really outline sincerely to themselves how they want to be loved. And so they keep on receiving whatever that's being dished at them. And when they come out of such relationships, they are wondering, like, what was that me? Like, what was wrong with me? How could I have accepted that? And that will even make them hate the person they were dating even the more. Like, you don't need to hate them that much. If only you didn't just accept the nonsense they were dishing right from the get go, you put them straight and you let them know how you want to be loved. I don't know whether that's going to really help, but I think theoretically it works. I don't know whether practically it's going to reduce the rate of hurt people have against their exes. I don't know. This idea just came to me. I'm like, maybe we'll have less hatred, but what do I know? I don't know about it, but lately I've been coming across videos that goes like this. A lady will be gisting her friend on the dumb things she did in her previous relationship, and the friend will be laughing hysterically. And the lady will just be patiently waiting for the friend to stop so she can get to the juicier part. I mean, the part where she did even way dumber stuff. Yeah. And so, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have not come across such videos, here is one. Alright, on the surface, this lady's issue is simple. She was just about to start wearing hijab for the man she loves, and that doesn't look like a big thing, right? Unless you sit down and dissect this issue critically, and then you realize that there's something fundamentally wrong with this. Truth be told, there are a lot of incompatibility issues that surface in marriages that genuinely, I think they have no business showing up if only people decide to outline sincerely to themselves how they want to be loved and they stick to it. Like, just stick to it. But you see people shifting themselves, especially ladies, they will shrink themselves, modify themselves, reshape themselves into the person the other person wants to love, forgetting about how they want to be loved. Of course, everybody wants to be loved unconditionally, like how they are. You should love me as I am. If you don't love me the way I am, then you are not for me. There's someone for you and there's someone for me. Let's just stay true to ourselves. Sometimes it's like you have to just date this person. It's obsession, as a matter of fact. That's why the title of this video is it love is blind or obsession? Because sometimes you're just like obsessed with the person. It's like, I must date this person, I must marry this person by fire by force. And so you do whatever it takes. You shrink yourself, you become another person, you become a stranger to yourself just to fit into the person that other person wants to love. And you forget about the kind of person you truly are and how you want to be loved. And like now, in this lady's case, it was just a hijab. This reminds me of someone I know. She's currently engaged to this guy. But the thing is, this girl, if you see her, you know that she loves to dress up. She loves to wear her trousers, wear her lashes, and look clean and all of that. She loves fashion. And you will think that a guy that doesn't like women wearing trousers, that doesn't like women wearing lashes, will have no business and no interest in such a lady because duh, she loves to dress up. You should look another way. But the person she is currently dating and engaged to, last I checked, is someone that his background, his church doesn't permit women to wear trousers, wear earrings, talk less of lashes, and he is interested in her. And sometimes he casually tells her that, you know, that women are not supposed to be wearing trousers, right? When we give birth to our kids, our daughters are not going to wear trousers. But the mother is wearing trousers and you like her. Like, you should have no business liking her. And seriously, this lady, you expect that she should also have no business with a guy that doesn't want his ladies to be in trousers. Like, we can't just hold the guy responsible. He approached her, she said yes. And if you know you love to dress up and this guy doesn't like women that dress up like that, you guys should just stay true to your truth and mind your front. And by the grace of God, you're going to meet the right match for you. Trust me, there's a right match for you. But it is what it is. People always try to not stay true to themselves and fit in to the person the other person wants to love, even though they are losing themselves in the process. Even though statistics show that you can push through it for 1 year, 5 years, even 10 years, but not so much up to 15 years and 20 years. And marriage is supposed to be for life, for as long as you both shall live, because divorce is not the destination here. Nobody enters into marriage with the hope that it's going to end in divorce. And so, since that's not our desired destination, my advice to us all today is that we need to sit down and outline to ourselves how we want to be loved and stay true to it to avoid desperation and avoid us regretting in 10 years' time and 15 years' time, or later on ending up in divorce. Like, let's just reduce the odds by staying true to ourselves. So, back to this video. One thing about this type of videos is that once you enter into the comment section, that is where the real tea is, because women, ladies, be exposing themselves and their foolishness in the comment section. They will like confess and say whatever dumb thing they did in their previous relationship, and they'll be like, please don't judge me. Well, today I'm here to judge you and you're gonna watch, okay? Anyway, I'm not judging you. I'm just giving my own commentary so that someone out there will not repeat your own mistake, in case you're one of those that commented under this video. Hopefully, I'm going to get your comments and maybe you'll get my own, what I think about what you did, and maybe we can become friends. And seriously, if you go through the comment section of these such videos, as I said, they are usually hilarious. They make the video complete. They lift the video from a 10 to 100. Okay. And so please, on that, please, before the end of this video, try and drop a comment so that you can make this video complete. All right. Thank you so much. And so let's get into the comment section. The first comment here says, I almost wore a niqab, not even a hijab. What's a niqab? Let's check that. All right, a niqab apparently is that thing that they wear that covers the nose and the mouth, so it's only the eyes that will be left out. Hijab will just cover the head and the rest of the body, the face will be out. But niqab, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it correctly, but the picture, I believe I'll put it on the screen. And so it covers the nose and the mouth. She almost did that. Like, women are ready to do anything sometimes. And is it true love or desperation? All right, the next comment is, I once was a stepmother to 11 kids in my early 20s. Oh my goodness. You need therapy. Those kids need therapy, because what? And wait, 11 kids. I don't think they're from the same mother, because these days women are not giving birth to 11 kids. 6 maybe, but not 11. 8 is even possible, but not 11. That means they have different mothers. And then now they have been exposed to different mothers in the past, and then you were then introduced to them as their mother. That means they called you mom. Those kids need therapy, seriously. Like, man, be serious. You have plenty children and you keep exposing them to different mothers. Like, what do you think will be the outcome when they grow up? Then being exposed to different mothers, they'll call this person mom today, tomorrow the person is gone and is another person that is present, and they'll start calling the other person mom. Please, those kids need therapy. And you, my dear, need therapy because you're in your early 20s when that happened. I don't know how old you are right now, but your early 20s, you you just stopped being a kid and then you became a mom to 11 kids. That is a typical instant mom scenario. I don't know that you watched the program Instant Mom. That is a really instant mom kind of thing, and I don't know like how was it and what happened like and the thing is, okay, now you're no longer their mom, another person will now be introduced to them again as their mom. Goodness. Please, men, be serious. Women, be serious. Like, oh my goodness. Kids are the ones suffering at the end of the day. The next comment says, I haven't gotten to the part where I placed him on weekly allowance for 3 years and 4 months. Like, what happened? Okay, feminism, we clap for you. Women empowerment, women empowering men. What a man can do, a woman can do even better. All right, okay, you're the president of that. We give you the accolades. Take it, you are the president of what a man can do, a woman can do even better. Placing a whole grown man on okay allowance, on weekly allowance, not monthly, or weekly allowance. Oh my goodness, you are an odogu. Wow, an odogu indeed. And you guys still broke up. Like, did he break up with you or you broke up with him? I want to know. But women are really doing things. It's not even 50-50. This case is not even 50-50. Like, you really loved the guy and you really wanted it to work. I wonder what messed things up. Was it that he became too reluctant, too comfortable? I heard that there are some men that all they want is a woman that will take care of them. But the thing is, the women that take care of them do that with the mindset that, okay, I'm going to empower him so that he can now be on his feet. The guy doesn't want to be on his feet. He always wants to be on the couch. And you accepted him. You brought him into your house to lie on your couch and you think you're going to empower him so he can be on his feet. That's not part of his goal in life, okay? Sometimes women, we just want to be mothers to some grown men. We want to be mothers, but sometimes you need to realize that these are grown men and they have made their life choices. And maybe he just wants to sit on the couch. He doesn't want to be on his feet. And at that point, the woman will get tired, she'll be disappointed, and maybe she will let him go. I think that's what will make them break up at the end of the day because a man enjoying this, I don't think he will quickly break up with you. He will want to keep enjoying it. But I don't know who broke up with whom. So let's move to the next comment. I went to online school and got his degree for him. Ha. Sometimes some things look so simple on the surface, but if you sit down and you look at them, you dissect them with one kind of eye, you realize that there is a deep fundamental issue. Because the truth is, I believe the saying that says, an honest man, you can never cheat an honest man. Yes, that's the saying. You can never cheat an honest man. Sometimes it may not be true, but most at times it is true. In this case, girl, you're not honest. You're not an innocent victim here because, girl, this man wants the certificate, but he doesn't want to go through the process that leads to the certificate. That is a fundamental issue. You're with someone that wants the end result without the process. He's the kind of man that when you marry him and you give birth and you're out of shape, he will be pressurizing you to get in shape, but he will not be there to see you through the process. He will not encourage you in eating right. He will not bring the right food stuff in the house to make sure that you're eating healthy. He will not go with you to the gym to exercise. He will not be an emotional support to you in the process, but he will be screaming it. You need to slim down. You need to slim down, but he won't be there to help you through the process. This is just the simple manifesto for this. Sometimes you may not know somebody totally and completely, but there are some little things they do that will give you a clue. Like, you can hypothesize, like, okay, since they're able to do this in this situation, in that other situation, this is how they're likely going to react or behave. And this is clearly showing that he clearly values the end result and not the process. And even if it's to do illegal stuff to get the end result, he's gonna do it. And that's not the kind of person you want to be with. But it's quite unfortunate that some women, they really want to be with criminals. I think you're traumatized. Like there's something your brain is not getting right and we need to fix it. Sorry, because I don't think it's normal to love dating criminals. There's something wrong and it can be fixed. Seriously, it's not a death sentence. It is not a life sentence. You can actually fix that and you need to go and check it and try to fix it because how can you put yourself through that. You do the online school for him and the certificate is coming in his name. And now that he has the certificate, you're no longer in his life. And the girl that he's with now or the girl he's going to marry, she's the one that's going to enjoy the fruits of that certificate. Like, girl, well, trust me, you dodged a bullet. Anyone that is not ready to go through the school to get the certificate, but really wants to get the certificate regardless of how they get it, that is not the person that is gonna love you right and stick with you through the thick and thin. To me, it's screaming, no, 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 you dodged a bullet. I once traveled to Cape Town from Nigeria unannounced to meet him because I wanted us to really work things out. Just for him to book my flight back to Nigeria the same day. And I still told him, hey babe, I just touched down Lagos. Please don't judge me with a crying emoji. All right, sis, my fellow Nigerian girl, you wanted the relationship more than he did. Like he was clearly done with the relationship. He clearly does not miss you. You're in two different countries, and the day you landed was the day he made you go back. Like, oh my goodness, he was seriously done with that relationship. And for you to still tell him that I've touched down Nigeria, I've touched down Lagos, girl, you really loved him. But thank God you guys are no longer together. I hope you're not still trying to work things out with him. Because sometimes people will be confessing, but 2 months later or 4 months later, you hear that they are back to that person they were complaining to you about. I hope that's not your case. Please don't go back because this guy is clearly having a time of his life in Cape Town and hope he's now among the people that were recently deported. If he should come back, I'm guessing he's a Nigerian living in Cape Town, but maybe he's not. So let me just shush myself. But sometimes we girls be loving too hard. We'll be clinging on to those. You need to watch my video, my previous video on overcoming heartbreak. I seriously recommend it. Sometimes heartbreak is not easy. We are missing what we used to enjoy and we are mourning the fact that it's no longer in our present and it's not going to be in our future. But just watch my video. Just watch my video, my previous video. And also subscribe to this channel if you're yet to because I'm going to be bringing a lot and lots more videos. They're going to be entertaining and educative. So you won't just succeed, but thrive because that's the goal over here. And so let's get to the next comment. The part where I entered night bus and he went through air for our, okay, for my introduction, but it's you guys' introduction, okay? Okay. He entered aeroplane to your village to see your people and you entered night bus. Who paid the ticket for the night bus? Was it you or him? And is it like, okay, where you are is closer to your village than where he is? Because are you guys living in the same town and you guys are going to the same town, but you're going separately? He's flying and you are entering night bus. And night bus, not traveling in the night, traveling, allowing your fiance to travel in the night. Like, do you really care about her? And you have the money to afford airplane ticket for yourself. Like, I don't care whether the logic was that his own place was farther and so it's okay for him to fly there, but yours is closer compared to his, and so you can go through night bus. I don't care about that because if yours is closer, then that means he can afford your ticket as well. If he could afford his that's farther from the village, he can also afford yours that's closer to the village. Like, duh. And even if there's no plane from your own place to the village, like there are luxurious buses that go by day, like must it be by night? That night bus, night on the line, the night part, I'm not comfortable. And does he really care? Like, this is saying a lot about his personality and how he's going to treat you in the marriage. Like, he obviously prioritizes his own safety and comfort over yours. His fiance is about to he's about to introduce himself to her family. And what did your family say about it? And I believe the introduction did not work, or it got nullified at the end of the day. The engagement got nullified. Please let it be that that's how everything ended. Please. Some of these guys, they are not ready to be in a relationship. Some of them are ready to be in a relationship, maybe, but they're not ready for marriage. And you have no business marrying such men. Let them remain single until they get to that level where they're ready for marriage. Some people are good being single. You have no business helping them getting married. Guys, what do you think about this situation? Like, this is someone you're about to marry. You're not just dating her for the fancy. Like, this is someone you're thinking of marrying, and you cannot afford to buy her a plane ticket for whatever reason. Whether, please, no. Next, wait when I reach that part. Okay, wait when I reach that part where I left my good paying job to go work at his mom's retail shop for free. Silly me. Okay. With three crying emojis. Seriously, babe. With all the women empowerment going on, you got the job and then you quit because you want to come work for his mom. I get you. You want to be closer to the family. You want her to see you as a good wife material. You want to have a good relationship with his mother, so that when he sees that you and his mom, you are 5 and 6, it will just be registering marriage in his head. His mother will be telling him, marry this girl, she's a good girl. And it's even for free. Who told you that they want to bring a liability to their house? Okay, you think you're giving service because they're not paying you the money they're supposed to pay you, they're saving it in their pocket. So that's your own contribution to the family. In this Nigeria, I don't know where you are, possibly. What if it's in Nigeria? In Nigeria, women's unpaid labor is not accounted for as part of contribution in the family. A man will come and tell you, what is your contribution in this house, in building this house? How much did you contribute? Forgetting that you were busy cooking, washing dishes, washing plates, cleaning the house, doing whatever. And if they're to hire a maid to do all of those things, he's going to pay a lot of money. And the money that he was supposed to pay that maid is your own contribution, because he did not pay the maid. He used the money to build the house. That is your own financial contribution. But they will not see that. And so, girl, you just made yourself a liability to them. And that was a minus in your 100-yard wife material. Okay. And seriously, like, you left your paying job. How are you feeding? Girl, how were you feeding? How were you feeding? Because you became jobless. Were they feeding you? That will really make them feel that you are a liability, a real liability. And that's proving that you have poor judgment. If he's looking for a life partner, maybe he's someone that loves women that are ambitious. And you just prove to him that you're not. You just prove to him that you don't have the capacity to make critical, forward leaning decisions. You're making backward leaning decisions. What do you mean? You have a job and you're going to an unemployed status willingly, voluntarily? Like, that's not the kind of decisions he wants the future mother of his children to be making. And so you just disqualified yourself. Sometimes we think we are increasing our wife material yet, not knowing that we're actually reducing it. Just stay true to yourself, and a guy that is meant for you will appreciate how you are. Just keep working on yourself to be a better version of yourself. I'm not saying that you should stay stagnant. Growth is always the goal. You should be growing, and the person that is meant for you will love you in every phase of your growth. Period. That's what I have to say. You don't have to shrink yourself from being employed to unemployed just to fit in. An accurate diagnosis leads to a better treatment. The right treatment will be offered because the right diagnosis was made. And so we need to call desperation desperation and stop sugarcoating it and saying love is blind. No, sometimes it's just desperation. And when you know that what you're about to do or what you're doing is an act of desperation, it will make you like come back to your senses and recalibrate faster. So let's call it what it is. The next one is, I learned sign language to communicate to him and he still left. What do you expect? Like, what do you mean? And he still left? Like, is he not supposed to leave just because you learned sign language? Learn sign language because you want to add to your own number of skills. Okay, so you expected that, okay, because this person has hearing impairment, and so he's gonna have low self-esteem, and he's just gonna be happy and feel lucky that someone was able to learn sign language just to speak to him, just to love him. Well, you can think that because maybe that's what you will do when you are in his situation, but clearly he's teaching you to do better. Okay, just because he has an impairment doesn't mean that he has low self-esteem, doesn't mean that he's just going to be grateful for any and every love that is made available to him. He knows what he wants and he's staying true to it. And seriously, ladies, we need to start doing things. There are a lot of ladies out there that don't even have any form of impairment, but the level of inferiority complex we be having is like, we should learn something from this guy. He has hearing impairments, but he did not allow that to make him settle for what he doesn't want. You can do whatever. You can go and learn sign language for all he cares, or for all you care, but that will not make him to be stuck with you. Okay, and women, seriously, we need to learn from this. Just because a guy has done this and that, if he is not the one, he is not the one. I'm not saying that you should allow men that you don't like to go and pay your school fees and furnish your life only for you to now come and reject them when you knew right from the beginning that you are not interested in them. That's not what I'm saying. But the thing is, there are a lot of ladies that, okay, at the beginning they like the person and everything was mutual, the gifts and everything. But because the person ended up doing a lot for them, they find it hard to really leave. When genuinely things are no longer working, it's obvious that the person is not for them, but they stay there just because they feel pity for the person. This guy did not feel pity for this lady. Maybe she wasn't even giving her best in her school or her work because she was trying to learn sign language. But that's what I'm saying. Whatever you do, just keep on improving yourself. Just take this new skill of yours as self improvement. Like, it's another skill you have. Whatever you do it for yourself first. Like, know that you're doing it for yourself. You're not just doing it for the other person. Of course, love is selfless. There are things you do for the other person, but enjoy doing it so that even when they bail out, you'll not feel resentful because you enjoyed showering them with all of those gifts, with all of those attention, with everything. You enjoyed it. And that's why I said, even in my previous video, you have no business speaking, being in a talking stage, or dating someone that you know that value cannot come out of it except for marriage or dating. Like, there are a lot of people that apart from their romantic interest in that person, there's nothing more again. Be with people that you know that value will come out of you guys' union, whether it's friendship, dating, marriage, value will come out of it so that even at the end of the day, the thing feels like the friendship and the relationship part feels, you know, that it wasn't a total waste of your time. Like, you have something and you'll be less heartbroken. Your life will be less miserable and more happy. All right, so I haven't reached the part where I did laundry for his entire family in one day. Haha, we clap for you. Hey, 100 yards wipe material. Okay? In this day and age, maybe in the past, you can do that, and because the family, they are seeing you, you're doing all of that, they will say, ah, our wife, and then the man will actually marry you. But in this day and age, you come and do whatever you want to do. They're not going to stop you because the who doesn't like free labor. You're here offering free service. They're going to accept it. And maybe you're not even the only girl in his life. And trust me, his parents are not going to say anything to you about it. His brothers, his siblings, they're not going to tell you that you're not the only one. If you cannot advise yourself, please, they're ready to accept your free service. Thank you. And so they'll be accepting, they'll say, our wife, our wife, our wife. Whereas you know that you're not the only one. Another person is coming. And maybe it's even the one that you want for him. And you're just here doing eye service because you didn't genuinely enjoy the washing everybody's clothes in one day. Please, let's just be true to ourselves. Let's learn to be true to ourselves. I will not want to wash everybody's clothes in one day. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstance, I will not want to wash everybody's clothes in one day. And I'm sure you did not enjoy it. Stay true to yourself. Do what you enjoy. If you enjoy washing, wash. But I don't think you will really enjoy washing everybody's clothes. Maybe one person's clothes, but me, I will not even wash your clothes. If I'm not married to you, I cannot wash your clothes. Like we're dating and you're expecting to wash your clothes. No. And even when we are married, it's a thing of we will be washing each other's clothes. You have more strength than me as the guy. Why should I be the one washing your hot jeans? There are a lot of married women out there with toddlers that they have to cater for, and the men are in the parlor lying down watching football match while the woman is the one handling the toddler and washing their dirty jeans. Do you know how hard jean trousers are? Like if you are going to wear jean trousers, you should be ready to wash them by yourself, please. I haven't reached the part where I was learning how to do house chores. Mind you, I grew up with housemates and lived comfortably. Well, this one, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's good to learn how to do house chores for yourself, yes, so that it's not as if you cannot be able to help yourself if you're left alone. I think it's a good thing that you're able to learn how to do house chores because though it's a life-saving skill as far as I'm concerned. So I think it's a good one. You did not lose anything, even though you're back to your comfortable life, of which I'm happy for you because you can afford someone to help you with the house chores. But it's a good thing that you're able to learn how to do it so that if that person is not there, maybe that person falls sick. You are not going to force them to show up even when they are sick to help you around the house because you cannot help yourself. You're a human being with two hands. You should be able to help yourself and not feel totally miserable about it. Maybe you don't like it, but there's no need for to be so miserable about it. I feel like when you get used to it, the resistance towards doing house chores will not be much. You will not have much resistance towards it, and you'll be able to even have fun with your domestic staff while they're working. You'll be helping them around just for fun. So I don't think that's a big problem. I don't think so. If I say mine, you guys will report my account. Girl, what did you do? I bet it was an illegal stuff. I guess so. Girls, stop the illegal things for guys. That should be a very massive red banner. What are you doing with a criminal? What are you doing with someone that is doing illegal stuff? That's not the person you want to be the father of your children. I don't care whether you're attracted to people that are criminals, but that is not the person you want to be the father of your children. Get sense. Get sense. Okay? Please. I used my mom's shop as collateral to help him get a loan so he can pay his rent and stay in Accra. You don't want him to come back to Nigeria, or you don't want him to go back to his home country, whatever the country may be. It reached your turn. You dragged your mother's business into it. I beg now. Everybody was like, every comment prior to this, it was them doing foolish stuff about their own money and about their own strength, their own time, and whatever. But it got to your turn, and you decided to drag your mother's shop into it. Her shop, her place of livelihood, where you guys are making money. You decided to use it as collateral so that the guy will not leave Accra. But now you guys are no longer together. Because I think when you were together, you wouldn't have written this. So after all of this, you guys broke up. Hope he paid the loan. Hope he paid it and hope you guys still have your mom's shop. He ended up staying in Accra, but you guys still did not end up staying together. Quite pitiful. Don't judge me. This one that you're starting with, don't judge me. People usually put the don't judge me at the end. Don't judge me. I was looking for pregnancy so we can have our introduction before he travels. Okay, I'm judging you. This one that I started with, don't judge me. You've prepped my mind to judge you. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Thank God it did not work. Because, girl, you're not just playing with your future, you're playing with the future of your kids. See, stop pinning men down using pregnancies because men know what they want. Men know what they want. It's just high time women know what they want as well and stick to it. It is your body, your choice. You end up getting pregnant. Why do you want to use your body or choice to force him out of his own choice? He doesn't want to be a father right now, or at least the father of your kids. And I've come to realize that there are a lot of parents that resent their first kids because it was as a result of the first pregnancy that they ended up getting married. Had it been the woman did not get pregnant, the marriage shouldn't have happened. And maybe the man was already mentally out of the relationship and she used pregnancy to catch him. That man can end up resenting that first child. A classic case of an actor that came out recently, he is it James Bond? I think his name is James Bond. He recently came out and he was sharing his story. The mom and the dad separated, but after they separated, the mother realized that she was pregnant. And when she gave birth, it wasn't a girl, it was a boy, a male child. And so the family people of the father said, your firstborn son cannot be outside. You have to bring this one home, back home. And that was how he was forced into marrying the mother and staying with her. They gave birth to three other kids. And his relationship with the other kids is totally different from his relationship with the firstborn. He hated the firstborn so dearly as though it wasn't even his child. He should have just made a DNA test if he wasn't sure that the firstborn was his son, because apparently the firstborn looked like the mother. And so, but I guess he did not even bother about that. He doesn't care. The damage has been done. The boy was the reason he was forced to marry the woman he didn't want to marry. Stop using pregnancy to pin down men, because at the end of the day, you are playing with your children's destiny. You want your kids to have someone that wants to be their father. That's the kind of father you want for your kids, not someone that doesn't want, he's being forced. Please, let's not be selfish. I don't think you're thinking this deeply. You want to go for a father that wants to be their father, not someone that you're forcing them on. They did not beg you to be here. You're bringing them into where they are not wanted. That is not a good foundation for them. Stop being selfish. If you sit down and think through this, you realize that you are being selfish. You are not thinking about the man. You are not thinking about your future kids. You're just thinking about yourself. That's desperation, not love is blind, okay? So I judged you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Over here, we listen and we judge. Yeah. I almost stopped eating pork. Do you all know how nice pork ribs are? This one that you specified pork ribs. Girl, he's doing you a huge favor. Stop eating pork, Joe. Do you know how many parasites are in pork? I know I'm stepping on some nerves because some people really love their pork, but I have to say my mind, it is my podcast. My podcast, my choice. So if you choose to be on my podcast, you have no choice but to listen to what I choose to say. That's all I have to say. If you have reached up to this point with me, I appreciate your attention that you've paid to this video, and I will solicit even yet again that please you should drop a comment. I've shared my own thoughts on this comments that these people have left online. You have your own thoughts. Please drop them down in the comment section, because a video is never complete without the comment section. So please make my video complete, and please like the video, share it with someone that you think will find this helpful, subscribe, and also go through my previous videos that I've made on topics that you may be interested in. And until next time, why only succeed when you can thrive? Auf Wiedersehen!